Hey guys, welcome back. Let's look at the slate for Week 6. Week 6 kicks off with a classic AFC matchup. The Thursday games is the Broncos versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 10.5-point favorites at home. The money line is the Chiefs minus 575 and the Broncos is plus 425. The over-under is 51.5. Has Kelsey's value to the team ever been more important? He came back from an ankle injury to get the Chiefs their 4th straight W. The Chiefs are facing one of the worst teams in the league with Sean Payton and the Broncos. After talking shit to Nathaniel Hackett, the current Jets OC and former Broncos head coach, Hackett got his revenge and the game ball. Sean Payton got all the karma and the L. The Chiefs are 3-1 against the spread in the past 4 games and have cashed in the over in 2 out of the last 3 games. Ravens versus Titans. The Ravens are 4-point road favorites. The money line is Ravens minus 205 and the Titans are plus 170. The total is 40.5. Let's not sugarcoat this. This was a huge collapse for the Ravens. Receivers were dropping balls and Lamar was turning the ball over and slamming his helmet on the ground. They traveled to London to play the Titans, who have their own problems. Tennessee can't score in the red zone, ranking 29th despite DeAndre Hopkins being basically unstoppable. The Titans almost exclusively find themselves in close games, so take this into account. The Ravens should beat them outright, but that 4-point spread makes a field goal game by Tennessee something to think about. The Vikings versus the Bears. The Vikings are 3.5-point favorites in Chicago. The Vikings are minus 185 and the Bears are plus 154. And the over-under is 49. The Vikings are in big trouble. 1-4 is not a place you want to be. Expect them to be gearing up for a rebuild for 2024 very soon. The Bears, on the other hand, just came off a convincing win over the bumbling Commanders. DJ Moore is a beast, but can Justin Fields continue to find him? Keep an eye on their running back situation, lots of injuries. My play, this is a stay away from me. Both teams are unreliable and unpredictable. The Colts versus the Jaguars. The Jaguars are 5.5-point favorites. The money line is minus 218 for the Jags and plus 180 for the visiting Colts. The total is 45.5. Another game in London, we'll have to closely monitor Anthony Richardson's shoulder this week. The Colts rookie quarterback was injured on a designed quarterback run. While he is an electric player, the Colts may need to rethink their game plan if they want him to win on the field. The Jaguars are coming off a huge win against the Buffalo Bills. Lawrence played well, but their offensive line is still a concern. My pick, I'd monitor the Richardson injury and fade them if he can't play. If you can get the number under 7. The Detroit Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Lions are laying 3 points on the road against the Bucs. The money line is Detroit minus 162 and the Bucs are plus 136. The total is 45.5. Have the Lions entered into discussion for the top 3 teams in the NFC? Running back David Montgomery is carrying the load with 19 carries against Carolina last Sunday. The emergence of Iowa stud Sam Laporta gives Jared Goff another weapon in the passing game. The Bucs are coming off a bye week, so they should be rested. After a surprising start by Baker Mayfield, the Bucs have control of the NFC South. My pick, the Bucs are looking good, but the Lions are looking better. Carolina Panthers versus Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are laying 14 points at home. The money line is Miami minus 850 and Carolina plus 575. The over-under is 47.5. Bryce Young had another rough game. Some people are calling for Andy Dalton to limit the turnovers. Bryce is the solution long-term, but he might need to sit and learn behind Andy. The Dolphins are a freaking track team, with the emergence of another speedster, Devon Achane. The vet Raheem Mostert is still paddling his way to the end zone and ripping off 65 yards on 10 carries and touchdown. Make no mistake, this big play offense revolves around Tyreek Hill, who runs 22 miles per hour. My pick, lay all the points. This one shouldn't be close. The Seahawks versus the Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 3 at home. The money is Bengals minus 148 and Seahawks plus 124. The total is 45.5. The Seahawks are coming off a bye week and coming to Cincinnati with a 3-1 record. Geno Smith and Kenneth Walker are playing well, and the Seahawks D did what it was supposed to do against a bad Giants defense. Now they face a Bengals team that came off of an impressive win against a spunky Cardinals team. Burrow made a statement by torching the Cards with his college buddy Jamar Chase, who, if you didn't know, is always open. My pick, Cincinnati has won in 2 of the last 3 meetings and is 3-2 in the last 5 games. I'd give the edge to Joe Cool here. The 49ers versus the Browns. The Browns are 3-point home dogs. The money line is 49ers minus 148 and the Browns are plus 125. The over-under is 41.5. The 49ers curb stomped the Cowboys and are looking like an unstoppable juggernaut. They've scored 30 or more points in every game this season. Their defense, led by All-Pro Fred Warner, is no slouch either. They play physical and have been bullying opponents all year. The Browns are coming off a bye week. Deshaun Watson should be ready for week 6. The Browns' defense looked historic before their win with the Ravens. My pick, the under is 3-1 in 4 games. The home team has won and covered in the last 4 games between these two. Saints versus the Texans. The Texans are getting a point at home. The Saints are minus 115 and the Texans are minus 105 on the money line. The total is 40.5. Stroud fell back to earth against the Falcons. Houston is having trouble scoring. The Saints are up and down, but some of the offensive weapons had good games. My pick, this is a tough one, but I'm giving a slight edge to the home team. CJ looks poised and ready to take down an inconsistent Saints squad. Washington Commanders at the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are giving up 1.5. The money line is minus 120 Falcons and the Commanders are even money. The over-under is 42. The Falcons pulled off a nice win against the Texans in week 5. But they failed to cover as the 2.5-point favorite and have been fumbling the rock against the spread. Bijan Robinson is a weapon and looks like an emerging superstar. Desmond Ridder is probably not the long-term solution in Atlanta. The Commanders are coming off an embarrassing loss against the Bears last Thursday. They're 2-0 against the spread this season. My pick, yuck, I'm not touching this, but if I had to, I'd pick Atlanta. The Patriots versus the Raiders. The Raiders are laying 2.5 points at home. The money line is Raiders minus 135 and Patriots plus 114. The total is 42.5. The Patriots looks like they're playing for a top pick in next year's draft. While Mac Jones isn't playing well, these issues go beyond quarterback play. Raiders coach Josh McDaniels is looking for revenge coming back to New England. Jimmy G is back and got Raider Nation a win against the Packers. My pick, Bill is down right now, but expect him to put up a fight against his former assistant. But if you stay away from this game, I wouldn't blame you. Eagles versus the Jets. The Jets are 6.5-point home dogs. The Eagles are minus 270 and the Jets are plus 220 on the money line. The total is 42.5. The undefeated Eagles are coming into New York with a 12-0 record against the Jets. Now that's a strong trend. The Eagles' defense is still looking scary. Jalen Carter is looking to put Zach Wilson on the ground. Bryce Hall willed the Jets to a victory against a historically bad Denver team. Zach Wilson continues to struggle interceptions and clock management. My pick, oh my god, the Jets are going to get annihilated. This game should be completely one-sided, and I hope Zach Wilson has ice bags ready. Cardinals versus Rams. The Rams are giving 6 points. The money line is Rams minus 265. Cardinals are plus 215. The over-under is 46. There are rumors in Arizona that the team may be moving on from Kyler Murray. The Cards are coming off a tough loss to the Bengals team and Joe Burrow. The Rams have dropped a game to the Eagles as a 4-point home dog and have dropped 3 of their last 4 games. Cooper and Puka are going to be a scary combo. My pick, the Rams have won 11 in the last 13 meetings. And the Cards haven't won against the Rams since 2016. New York Giants versus the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 14.5-point favorites. The Bills are minus 900 and the Giants are plus 600 on the money line. The over-under is 46.5. The Giants continue to be one of the worst teams in the league, failing to cover as 13-point underdogs to the Dolphins. The Bills and Josh Allen fell on their face against a Jags team in London, which ended a 3-game winning streak. My pick, the all-time series is split at 7 apiece. 14.5 is a lot of points, but the Giants are shit. I'm staying away, but if I had to pick, I might use them as a teaser to get the Bills' number down. Dallas Cowboys versus LA Chargers. The Chargers are getting 2.5 points at home. The Cowboys are minus 142 and the Chargers are plus 120. The total is 47.5. Is it time for Jerry Jones to give up GM duties? The record speaks for itself. What a devastating loss. This may be a season ender. Where do they go from here? They clearly can't compete with top teams. And Dak is a mid-tier underachieving quarterback. Mike McCarthy's conservative play calling doesn't work against top teams. And they will need to be more explosive if they want to win games. The Cowboys fired OC Kellen Moore and now their offense sucks. As long as Brandon Staley doesn't do anything dumb. Haha. Justin Herbert should carve up the Cowboys' allegedly good defense. If the Cowboys lose here, things will get really ugly in Dallas. My pick, I'm kicking the Cowboys when they're down. I'm taking the Chargers money line. That'll be 2 primetime embarrassing losses in a row and essentially end the Cowboys' hopes of going to Las Vegas this year. Well, those are my picks for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment below who you think is going to win.